Welcome to another edition of Nile Cruise, brought to you from Nile TV International. My name is Sharif Touni, and today, as usual, we'll be having a roundup for whatever happened throughout this week. And definitely, it has been a rich week. It was the start of the educational and the academic year, and that's going to be one of the topics that we're going to be discussing in this edition of Nile Cruise, speaking about the challenges, speaking about the aspirations, and a lot more. Also, mentioning the aspirations, definitely there has been the Millennium Development Goals and the United Nations, and the discussion that has been going around with the entire world and the world leaders trying to take actions on important issues like, global warming and energy crisis, and a lot of things that we're going to be discussing also in this edition. As well, we'll be having a very special guest joining us. Hani Shnuda is going to be joining us, the legendary artist, and he's going to be with us to speak more about the new plans and the return of his band, and how he has great plans for the upcoming period too. We'll be moving now to this interesting story that our correspondent Wael Mahran and Mohammed Rabia, our director, they managed to have an interview, an exclusive interview with Raneem Al-Walaili, who is the world champion in squash, and she is Egyptian. We'll be moving now to the story and returning back with more, so stay tuned.
And now we're honored to have finally the world champion, the best squash player in the world, Raneem Al-Walaili. Raneem, thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me. It's really nice of you.
Raneem, let's start with the end. Let's start with the world ranking #1. How was that a dream, and it finally came true?
Well, it's been a dream for a while actually. Ever since the juniors, I won the world championships under the juniors in the juniors level. And this actually motivated me to find another goal. And my goal after the junior level has always been reaching #1. Sometimes I used to say that this is my goal bluntly, that people would actually make fun of me for knowing what I want so directly. But yeah, it's been a dream for so long now, and sometimes I didn't believe I could make it. Sometimes I lost hope, but yeah, other times. I knew I was going to make it, but I didn't know I was going to do it while Nicole still played. Like with her on top, I always thought, okay, one day when she quits, maybe I'll get there.
So let's talk more specific about the past year, or actually a couple of years, and your progress. We've always saw female players of Egypt playing in the squash and reaching the top 10. Enji Khairallah was there, Omnia Adlawi is still here, but we never dreamt of having a #1 female player. Why do you think this happened, and what changed?
I think what changed is the turning point in squash in Egypt is Amr Shabana. He's the first Egyptian to ever win the world championships. The world championship. He's the first Egyptian to ever reach the #1 spot, and he actually made us believe that it is possible. If you work hard, if you want it, you can get it. Before it used to be like, okay, #3 is good, #5 is okay. Like #1 was never really something realistic for Egyptians. But in the past like 10 years maybe, Shabana got to #1, Darwish got to #1, Rami got to #1, Shurbagi's #1. They actually motivate us, and they make us believe that it's possible for us and nothing can stop us. this is about the Egyptians. Like the females, like you said, the past generation was really good. Like Angie, Omneya, still playing. Angie was really good. I learned so much from her. I learned so much from Omneya, and I still do. She's my partner, and we travel together everywhere, and we share a room together. So yeah, they taught me so much, the past generation. But this generation is really, really, really strong, whether on the senior level or even the junior level. You have names like Noor Taib, Noor Shirbini, Omneya again, we're all in the top 10. Nuran Gohar on fire, winning almost everything there is to win. She just finished her tournament today and she came in second in Macau, beating Annie Au, beating Noor Taib, beating like many really good players. Last month she beat Nicole David and Camille Serm. It's not easy, but she's really dedicated. Nuran is only just one girl of many. Nuran plays for Wadi Degla as well. So I train with her a lot. I know how dedicated she is. I know how hard she trains. But if you look at our club, we have so many junior players, girls and boys who really have the potential to be good. And this all falls under the umbrella of Wadi Degla Club. As for my past few years, well, I started, you've obviously met my coaches. I started with Haitham Aifat almost 5 years ago, Ahmed Faragallah 6 years ago. I've been with them for so long. They know me inside and out. They know when I'm up, they know when I'm down, they know when to pick me up when I'm down, they know how to pick me up when I'm down, and they always know what I need. They know I'm a little bit moody, so they always try to change the routines around so that I don't get bored easily. They really helped me a lot in the past few months. As for Captain Bassem Makram, I really thank him so much. He's been here for me this entire year because Haitham had an operation in his hand. He's really dedicated and he's given me everything I could possibly need, so I thank him so much for that.